my ninjas? This is episode number 5 of the Training Diaries. And this is a very special episode because you have been requesting this episode. So a lot of you have been asking in the comments for tutorial videos. What are the basics of our knees? How do you do your salutation? How do you do that one move in that fight scene? Well, this episode is for you. This is going to take you through kind of what my 1 hour of a training session would be with my instructor, my dad. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoy.
So today I'm going to go over, my first thing I'm going to cover is a salutation. My Kempo salutation is different from any salutation that you see from, let's say, the Parker system and so forth. It does stem from that, but it is a little bit different. And a lot of different system styles, they kind of, have their own salutation, their own way, and some of them just stay strictly traditional, but mine is a little bit different. So I'm going to go through it and I'm going to explain what the movements are. Okay, so before class, after class, we'll do a salutation, of course. Feet together, hands to the side. Okay, the first thing, right hand comes out straight. That represents the warrior. Okay, when we step forward with the right foot, I'm going to do what's called front twist stance. Or we actually check foot stomp. So I'm gonna pull the hand back in this position. My left knee is resting right behind my right knee. So I'm twisted, shoulders facing straight, hand here, and I pull back. Now my hand is covering the warrior, that is the scholar. So you are the warrior and the scholar. So from here I'm gonna shoot them both forward. I'm gonna get into a cat stance with my left foot. Left foot, bottom of the foot. You see the warrior and the scholar together. Okay, so that's you as a student. So I'm going to go back to back. They're both going back to back. As I step back on my left foot, roll it forward into fighting position. Okay, so let's go over that first part again. The warrior, the scholar, go forth, back to back to fight. Okay, from here, cross. I'm going to sweep my thighs, saying we're starting something new in unity. So here you see mind, body, and spirit. Triangle represents the mind, body, and spirit. Now that comes from me. Spirit being on the very top. Mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit here. Roll it forward into a prayer position. We're praying for God's protection. From here, we're going to step out, feet together, and I'm going to form a heart of the system. Okay, so we're going to go over that. So the warrior, scholar, go forth, back to back, to fight. In unity, mind, body, spirit, praying for God's protection, learning the way of the warrior through Kempo Karate. Okay, so that's the whole thing. That's the explanation of the movements. So when you do this, you have to understand it, but you also have to say what it means. But after you know it, then you can just say it without the words. That's it. All right, so as a basic student, you're going to cover all the strikes, and so when we cover the strikes, we're going to get into a horse stance. Horse stance is a training stance. Now you're not going to fight like this. Somebody, hope not. Okay, unless you're up against a wall, maybe like this. Okay, you ain't got no choice, or you're on the ground, flat on the back. But this is a training stance. So get comfortable. Back in the day, it was rough because we would have to really put our heels way out like this. And then all the way down. And what that did back then too, is it really stretched your thighs out real good outside here, but it was hard on your knees. Okay, so tradition back, it was pretty hard. So now you get comfortable. See, right here doesn't bother me. So I start sticking my heels out. That really hurts. Okay, so I'm here, nice and comfortable. Back is straight. Hands are pulled back. From this position, again, it's a training stance, so we're going to learn our first punches. First punch is a thrusting horizontal punch. We're going to thrust it out, never locking your elbow out. Keep it bent slightly. You lock that out, and you keep doing that. Do that for about 30 years. And it's going to throw out your shoulder and your elbow. So I'm lucky and blessed that my joints are still pretty good because I've always, kept it from really locking them out. Now, there's still some systems that lock them out and thrust it out. But I've noticed that within years, you have problems with your joints. Okay. So again, keep them slightly bent. First two knuckles is what you're hitting with. When you close that hand, it's like you're grabbing your meat underneath your hand. Keep your thumb here, and that's real tight. Okay. This represents like a rock, and this is a rope. Okay, so your arm should be loose, but your hand, this is the ball, this is the rock, should be very hard. Okay, first punch, thrusting horizontal punch. Throw it out, thrust it out, and that's it. Okay, and back. Next punch is a snapping horizontal punch. We say horizontal because your fist is horizontal. Okay, snap it and bring it back. Next punch, thrusting vertical punch. Probably one of my favorites. Because naturally, if your hands are here, punch is there. Okay, when you throw a horizontal, a vertical punch, your hands are already in this position. When you throw a horizontal punch, you have to twist your shoulder. Okay, sometimes they flare out like this. So what I like about vertical punches is your hands are here already, and you just close your fist and throw it out. Very easy. Okay. All right. So again, you thrust those punches too. Again, first two knuckles is the weapon, and targets on this is underneath the eyes. Okay. You go up to the ribs, to the groin, of course. You're gonna go to the opposite side of the eye, underneath that soft portion right here. Those first two knuckles fit underneath, real good. Of course, in the nose, the jaw, so forth. Okay, thrust it and back. Snap it. Same thing, same targets. Okay, the next strike is a thrusting palm heel strike. Now, a lot of systems do different palm heels. They go like this, put their fingers here, keep their thumbs in, using the palm. That is the weapon. In my system, keep the fingers tight, bent, thumb is in, pull the fingers back. You're hitting with this soft portion. It's probably one of the best weapons you can use on the street, okay, as far as doing any damage to your hand. This goes to the jaw, the nose, okay, the ear, depends on where you're at. Thrust it and bring it back. And what that serves to is when you thrust, you also rip down, ripping. Okay, you're hitting with the palm, ripping the face. Okay, all right. And the same thing, you do the snapping, same thing here. Okay, the next strike from here is a hammer fist strike. I love hammer fist strikes. Very minimal damage to your hand. Okay, you got this soft portion here, and you're hitting just like a hammer, going downward. You can picture a face, hit that with the hammer fist. What it does is going to blow up the nose. Okay, bam. Okay, and you just keep striking. Okay, hit comes in. You can hammer fist the base of the neck. Okay, hammer fist the groin. Okay, so you can hammer fist, back fist, spinning back hammer fist. So very, very good weapon. Okay, so let's go over a couple of hammer fist strikes. Again, coming from over, arching it, bridge of the nose, come all the way through. You go double hammer fist out to the side, double hammer fist to the groin, come in this position here, hammer fist here to the side of the groin, or a little behind me, okay, hammer fist there. First technique is against a grab, it's a chest grab. single hand grab. Okay, somebody's trying to grab you or attempting to grab you. We're going to step back and block, doing a inward block. Okay, and again, keep the block up, kind of the same. Your fist will be the same height as your head, top of your head. It will be way up here. You want to go block in a 45-degree angle. Okay. In this position, you're going to knock the arm away. So this is when we transition into a cat. Okay. So cat stance is just a transition move. That means you're going to bring your foot back. You're in position to do a kick or to move forward or to transition into another stance to the rear. See? So always a transition. That is your cat stance. Okay? And you see it on the salutation. There's a cat stance here. Okay? So in this first technique, you're going to step back and block the arm off. You're going to pull back, square your hips, transition, cat stance, kick to the groin, inward hand sword. Okay? Inward hand sword. Next technique is against, this time it's a left hand punch. It's kind of maybe a slappy motion or a hook. We're going to step back and do an extended outward block. So we're going to do the same basic kick. Now we're doing an outward hand sword. So a while ago we did an inward hand sword. Now we're doing an outward hand sword. Punch is coming this way, strike. So now we're going to have Gabby step in and we're going to do this technique. So she's going to go ahead and do a grab right here. I'm going to step back and block, kick, and strike. Okay? Now, the next way you can practice this is that she's trying to come in, block, and strike to the neck. The next one here is, this is a strike coming around. I'm going to do an extended outward block, same kick. I'm going to follow the arm into the neck. Okay. Comes here and strike. Okay. As you get more advanced, you can do the kick and the block at the same time. So as she strikes, okay, about at the same time. On this side, at the same time, or coming forward. Next technique we're going to cover is against a step through right hand punch. Boom, strike here. We're going to reverse from this position to do a real push off. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do a kick, back kick, and do back fist. So let's go real slow. So first I'm going to step in, boom, reverse. And as I come back, I'm going to push off, boom, kick, and back. Next technique I want to cover is we're going to do a same distance kind of punch. Somebody coming in and doing a straight left hand punch. Or it can be against actually a jab. So jab coming straight in. So now I'm going to veer off, parry, from this position, grab the arm, elbow strike. Okay. When you do the elbow strike, you're going to go to the back of the ear, back of the head, boom. From this position, I'm going to do a step forward, do a hand sword, palm heel strike. Okay. I'm going to do a jumping. I'm going to jump up with this, kick, and cover. So let's work it off a jab. She's in her fighting stance. Jab's coming to the face. Boom. So I'm going to parry. From here, I'm going to step in. Elbow. Okay. Trap. Push. Okay. I'm going to jump, kick, and cover. One more time. Real important that you step off. Okay. That punch is coming straight in. Boom. Push off, come in. Boom. Now notice what I do with my leg. I'm going to do that motion. I'm going to trap here. Boom. Trap the hand. Push off. Be to the face. Kick. And go. Next technique. This is against a two-handed push. Two-handed push coming in. High chest. Okay, we're going to use that bracing stance that we taught earlier. Open up. Hand sword. hand sword, palm heel strike, back fist, and we're going to do a thrusting vertical fist. Okay, this is all done in one motion. Okay, so again, we step back, open up, boom, boom. From this position, when you do hand sword, you need to go in. Remember, we're going to do 2 strikes. We're going to come here from 1 and then 2. I'm sorry, this one, and then down. Okay, so again, open up, 1, 2. I'm going to do this again twice, 3, boom. Okay, so you're going down onto the body. 2-handed high push, strike, 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 strike again, and back. Okay, one time. And strike. Notice how I keep going forward. Okay, so again, the push comes, immediately you got to go strike, strike. As you comes, brace, okay, and strike, and cover. The next technique, we're going to cover a step through front kick. Somebody trying to kick, coming in, doing a step through front kick, or might do some kind of punching or whatever. Okay, step through front kick. So we're going to come off, veer off to the side, do a hammer fist. Remember, this hammer fist, we don't want the person to go off to the side. We want to contour the leg. Okay, so my hands are up, contour the leg from this position. Okay, and they're going to walk right into this elbow. Okay. Boom, elbow strike. Okay, so legs come in. Okay. Notice how I circle this. Downward, elbow. Okay. Okay, and they're going to walk right into this elbow. Okay. Boom, elbow strike. Okay, so legs come in. Okay. Notice how I circle this. Downward, elbow. Okay, from this position, I'm going to come in with an inward block to the neck. Okay, from here, I'm going to do a knee strike. So the kick's coming here. So I want to contour the leg. I don't want the leg to go this way. I don't want to do that. So I want to come here and boom, right into the elbow. Okay, I'm checking the arm here. Elbow strike. Okay, from this position, I'm going to come in. Boom. Okay, on that strike. Knee and punch. So hands are up. Boom. Right into the elbow. Okay. Notice I'm checking the arm here. Go on, grab me. Into the elbows. Boom. Strike. Knee. Boom. One more time. Boom. Elbow strike. Okay. Boom. Strike. Boom. And strike. Thank you, man. Now, those are, out of those techniques, there's so many variations that you can, in Kempo especially, that you can put together that are taught. And really learning your basics, you're gonna, as you become a black belt, it's up to you to really put a lot of those together. Okay, so you're gonna learn your basics first, which are all your strikes, all your blocks, and all your techniques. I mean, all your blocks and strikes have a purpose. They have a purpose of your strikes to hit a certain target, and your blocks are made. And this is another thing about the way I teach. The blocks that I use, they're more like strikes. So don't look at it as a block, just blocking the stationary. It is a strike. You're hitting the arm. You're breaking the elbow. Okay. So if I have someone coming here, step off and do an inward block across their neck. Okay. So again, look at your blocks as strikes. That way, when you practice them, you are using them as strikes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to cover one of the first forms, which is called short form 1. Okay. I'm going to give you a little bit of details on it. In every form or kata has a position where they're going to be, say facing right in the front, which we go off the clock principle, meaning if we're right on top of a clock and we're the hands, I'm facing 12 o'clock. Behind me 6, 3, 9, and everything in between. Okay, so this form covers 12 o'clock, and it goes to 9, goes to 3, 6, and back up to 12. Okay, so we're going to cover that. And these are all techniques that are within the form, within the kata. So what this is teaching you is how to move in different directions. Also how to cover, which means if I have somebody behind me, I want to make sure I don't step into the danger zone. I want to step away. So it teaches you how to step away in a safer zone, how to step away correctly. Okay, let's go over this. So out of every form of kata, we do the salutation first. And from this position, short form 1. We're going to step back and block. This hand is covering my ribs, and we'll block. Back fist to the face, palm heel, palm heel. Okay, so I done took care of the first opponent. I'm going to come back, transition into a cat, step back, same thing on this side, inward block. In this position, back fist, palm heel, palm heel. Okay, from here, if I'm facing at 12, I have some attacker coming in from 9 o'clock. So I'm going to step off. Okay, so if he was punching me here from this side, I'm going to start off parry first, outward block, palm heel strike. I'm going to step in using a transitional move. Now later on you don't have to use this, but it's there. But as a beginner, you're going to use this stance. We have to parry combine, teaching you how to parry, transition, outward block, palm heel strike. From here, I have somebody coming from 3 o'clock. Remember, that's 12, 9, we have 3 o'clock. So I'm going to step over, back elbow. What somebody has done is they grabbed me here, my shoulder. So in the technique, we trap the hand and we do a back elbow. From here, we're just going to do a back elbow. We're going to get into a horse stance, upper block, palm heel strike. Okay. So from here, we're going to there's that transition move again. Upper block, palm heel strike. Okay, from here we face this direction. Remember, 12 o'clock, 9, 3. Now we have somebody attacking at 6. So now I'm in this position, chambered. Left hand palm up, right hand palm down. Have a kick coming in this direction. Turn and look, a step away, downward block, vertical fist. Universal block. So this is a downward block going across your body, inward block going on top. There's my transition move, cat stance, step back, downward block, vertical fist. Come back, face 12 o'clock, and back. Okay. So from the beginning, step back, block. And that's short form 1. So the next section is we're going to be covering the flow as far as how to get into finger locks, how to get to wrist locks, standing up position. So it's a small circle jiu-jitsu we're going to be doing. And this is going to be done with grabs, so forth. We like to practice it in hubud, which is a Filipino style of to tie and to untie. So we do those in drills fashion. So we're going to go over some of the wrist locks. So, first wrist lock is coming here. I'm just going to show you the positions where we're going to go. So this can be against a hand grab or whatever, and whatever you want to do from here. Okay. First one here is outer wrist throw. This is a wrist lock. So if I keep her in this position, I am locking the wrist. Okay. I'm keeping my thumb here, and my other thumb is going to cover the same. My elbows are in. And what I want to do is make sure her thumb is facing all the way down to the ground. So I don't want to pull her when I go and keep it in a locked position. So if she was throwing a strike over here, boom, I'm already in this position. Okay, she's going straight punch. Boom, and I'm already in this position. She's grabbing. Okay, boom, already in this position. Okay, so again, I can aid that with a strike here, push, in this position. We did it in the flow. She gave me a strike here. Here's one. The next one here is an outer wrist. Okay. Again, this can be done and on a grab also. Strike, peel off, and you're already in this position. Okay. Both of my thumbs are on the top of her hand. Elbows are in, and I'm going straight down. Okay. All right. So again, in the flow, I come here. I already showed you one. I'm going to turn this around. There's two. One more time. Come on this side. I can aid that here. Push. Two. Boom. Small circle, meaning don't go way over here. Turn that small. Boom, there's that. Next one here, I mean, you can kick from here, come straight down. Grab the thumb, grab the thumb base, squeeze it here. I'm going to, underneath her elbow, just like I'm punching her side, and come in this position. Okay. From here, I'm going to peel this out again. See her fingers and S-lock. Okay. Come back straight up. Come here. Do an arm bar. Grab here. And this position. And the hoo-bud. We're going to work on the hoo-bud here. There's one. And there's two. There's three. Grab here. Boom, there's four. Boom. 5. And 6. So again, this is all done in a hoo-bud. Another one here is we're going to do the under elbow takedown. I'm here under elbow. Grab. Bring the elbow in. Notice how I'll off balance her here. And I have to sweep around. So as I do that, I grab here. All the way over. So we're just going to get in that position. Boom. Okay, and we'll come back. The next one, over the arm. I'm going to come over, trap. Okay, and back to first one a while ago was under the arm. This one is over. Make sure you get the elbow deep so you can turn the hand in there. This is already trap. Push against the neck. You can get all this muscle here. Okay, and from here you can go straight to the ground. Pushing that position. The next one in this position is sleeper move. Okay, so here I'm gonna come up and back. So what this is doing is I'm gonna cut the circulation here, side of her neck. This is cutting the circulation on the other side of the neck. I'm gonna put my shoulder right on her shoulder. Use my wrist portion. Bring it in here. Pull it tight. Okay, and check. So in the hoo-bud, get in this position, I want to come up, okay, good, and come in, and back. Go slow, come up, push up, boom, and back. Next one here, I'm going to come in here, chicken, okay, bring her arms behind her. I'm going to put my blade of my hand sword into her shoulder blade here, into the crease. I'm going to bring her up. This is where the pain is right here. Okay, so you can either do that. What I like to do is, if she's down, bring her up here, turn, and pull here. Okay, and go straight to the ground. Okay. So on this entry, come around, bring the elbow up. See, I grab her here, insert, turn, hit the jaw, come back around, trap. So into the this one we're going to stay on the inside. Stride, come around, pin the arm down, grab your wrist, and shulker position. Okay, and back. Again, all this is done in a hoop. We'll be able to do techniques out of this. This is forming sensitivity and how to get into different positions. Okay, so now off of this one, we just went on the inside, trap, hit, come around. I want to come out of this one, come out here, and this is a takedown. So from here, grab, break the neck. We're going to do the takedown. Stride, come around, boom, come around, and we start back up on our hoop. Okay. Now from here, we're going to start trapping and doing takedowns. Okay. We're going to do the hip throw out of this position. Come around. I'm going to come all the way over, grab her arm, come across, and hip throw. I'm going to come on the inside, trap her foot. I'm going to go to crease from her hip, and trap her foot and take down. Come back up. Trap, push, and come back. Again, all this is done with a knife, and a stick, hand, pocket stick, whatever in this position. Okay. Right now we're both in saber grip, which means we're grabbing a handle. So I'm going to do the outer wrist throw. Pass it, I'm going to use the knife, push on top of the hand just like I did with my empty hand, push, and there's okay, so we're just going to be getting in these positions and just showing you how you can use these same throws. The next one, when we did empty-handed, was the over the elbow. I'm going to go over the elbow, and I'm going to insert here. Okay, I'm trapped here. Okay, and back. This was a technique. Boom, cut, come here. I can use this, place it here, secure the knife, and push, and back. The next one was under the elbow. Using the blade here, I'll come under, insert here. So I grab here and I'll put the blade here, and that's the takedown. So same thing here when I was doing empty-handed. Come here so I can insert, go to the throat and do the takedown. This time when I have a knife, boom, insert, okay, grab and do the takedown. Come back. Using the blade of the knife, trapping, push, and do the takedown. In reality, we want to try to, this is a position where you can kind of get away if you have two knives and you're fighting. Okay, go here, trap, and push, get back out of the way. Okay. If I had already taken a knife out, boom, taken down, then there would be no issue. Okay. But again, this is how we practice and we learn our techniques. This position. Okay, now we're going to start learning how to strip into the leg. Strip in here. I'm going to go toward her, strip. Usually it comes with a stab. I'm already in this position. Now do the takedown. Okay. Pass. Boom. And, okay. Now we're going to be working the reverse grip. So we're both in reverse grip. Okay. Coming into this position. And again, when you do this, make sure you hook here. Okay, just when the strike is coming, this is good to practice that. And come in. Okay. In this position, hook. Again, I'm going to, from this trapping position, use the blade of the knife, take it out. There's my thing, trap, use the blade, take it out. Take this here, boom, down, back. Taking the knife here, pushing it, taking it out with the blade, using this arm bar. As we go here, boom, we can go turn it around, arm bar here, strip it out using the blade. All right, so now I'm going to show you the angles of attack with the, she can just stay in this position. Okay, so we've got the saber grip, the slashing motions, lob ticks. So we're going across here, the neck. Again, with a knife, you don't want to go real wide because this is doing all the damage. It's better to do like that and you already cut. So keep it real tight. Okay, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to cut up to the face, straight down here. Top of the head, all the way to the face. Reverse grip, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cut up 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now we're going to be learning we're going to go doble. So we're going to go 1, 2 up the straight line, up the same path. Stab, same, stab, same, stab, same. Come up. When you come up this position, come straight down, back down. Come up, down, stab, stab, down, and back up. I was doing reverse grip. Up, up. Okay, so this one is here. You can go here. I can go start up and down. Okay, so that means it's a double slash. Okay, so you're cutting that same direction. You're going to come up that same line. Angle 2, cutting down that same line, coming back up the same line. Okay, so if it was a strike coming here, I'd cut and come back up. On the other angle, cut, and I'd cut back up. Okay, all right. So again, with a knife, keep it all real tight. It doesn't need that much to do damage. Okay, you don't need some big motion. You don't need a real strong muscle to do damage. Just place it and do your cut. The next one is going to be from the back and coming back behind the legs. And open up, come back around, and back. Again, done in the technique, we're just doing the entries. You go full out, do the takedown. Okay. But in the good. From here, we're going to do the center blast. We're checking, coming in. Again, we're going to do tie and untie. We're trapping, going straight down the center. Start using your cross kicks. Roll one, boom, trap and strike. Again. Bait. She's gonna stop it. I'm gonna trap, boom, hit across, and there's her arm bar. Trapper, boom. I want to go in on the end, on the outside. Now we're gonna go on the inside. Yeah. Trap, boom, and now we're gonna start inserting our elbows. Then we're also going here, and then we're coming out. Boom, and the drill will come here underneath, and then I go. But in reality, the elbow's coming. Boom, I go. Okay? So we're going to do all the throws, techniques that we did empty-handed. Okay? And with the daga. So this one here, I insert here, place here. You remember when I did that empty-handed was I grabbed here, inserted, struck with a knife, same thing. And when we're doing it with a stick, it's even better because you got a lot of leverage. Boom, come in, place, there's your takedown. Same thing, you can pass that, boom, there's your, if I'm using this stick, whatever, now this is your outer wrist. And you notice I did earlier on a empty-handed, I came here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the stick underneath, in between your legs, take down, and strike. Same thing here, trap, see I'm pushing that. Okay, now with the baston, which I love because you got more leverage. Boom, there's your strike, trap, boom, and take down. And out of these, you're going to be learning all your, and your disarms also. Okay, so one of the first ones here, you come here, grab this arm, trap, and strike. Okay, and there's your takedowns. Boom, takedown, come underneath, takedown, come around. There's my throw. Boom. We did it one earlier, empty-handed. Now we're going to learn the coming in on angle one. The first strike, as you're blocking, make sure that you keep your hand here for safety, right behind your stick. Don't grab it, but keep it behind it. Okay, so if she strikes, and if I was to miss this, I don't have nothing here. My hand's not here. It's coming straight in here. So, boom, right behind it. Pass and then strike. Then you can do your strip and then do your. So again, she'll come in and strike, block, come around and strike. Okay. Angle two, same kind of block. If you want to come on inside, trap the hand, come in and strike. Boom, do the strip. Okay. Angle two. Grab here. This position, this is already here. Boom, strike. Then you got both of them. Okay. Angle one again. Block. You can come inside. Boom. Grab. Strip and send. Angle one again. So back here, you come in and just grab the wrist. You notice I have the wrist. I can come in here depending on how far I'm at. Use the button. Strike. Come all the way through. And take the weapon. Angle one, block, come in, boom, strike. Okay, one strip. Angle one again. You're gonna pass it. Strike. Angle one. Boom. You can grab here. Boom. Strike. Okay. Again. Off angle one. Grab. Boom. Strip. Angle one again. Okay. You got to remember from this, you can grab your stick. boom, there's a trap. Block, grab, ooh, grab there, and there's a takedown. Angle 2. I'm already in this position, so I can come here. As I come in, strike, and there's my takedown, my disarm, and go. One more time. Angle 2. From here, you notice that I can grab here, and there is that same position again. Okay, all right. So all your angles, you're going to come up with those 4 or 5 basic strips. Okay, so all the other ones are basically going to be the same. So anything from this side, okay, you can do snake disarm because I'm snaking in. And when you come in here, make sure that you snake here real tight. Here's your strike and disarm. Angle 1 again. If I'm going to do a send, strip and send, I'm coming in here. There's my strike, come off to the side. Grab it real good. And I'm going to send it. Okay. So now what I want to do is that's coming in on the inside again. Angle 1. So I'm close enough to I can do my strike. If you're way out here, you can't do any disarms. It's very hard. Okay. So now we're into medium range when we can do our disarms. Now we're going to get into more long range. Okay. So I'm here. We're in fighting position. He's striking over here. Remember, this is aimed to her hand. Okay. In practice, we block stick to stick. Okay. Because we don't want to, be safety, whatever. But in reality, we're hitting the hand or the arm. Okay. So go slow. So as the strike comes, I'm coming here and I'm striking the arm. That should already disarm the weapon. And then come in strike. And out of this, you want to do all your lob ticks, your wood ticks, banda y banda, so all the angles that you know. Lob ticks are your slash throughs, wood ticks are your hit and retract. Say you want to do a dos manos, you want to do a banda y banda, you want to do a abanico. So out of that, you can do all your strikes. So she gives me angle 1, and that's a disarm, and I go strike with abanico, and then I go strike, and then hit, and there's my stabs. I can go anywhere I want to go. Hit, and then strike. I can go boom, bam, boom, strike. Angle 2. Okay, there's the angle 1. So one more time. In reality, go slow. I'm hitting the arm or the hand. Okay, I can go strike, banda y banda. Whatever you want to do from here. So angle 2, I'm going to be hitting the stick. But immediately I'm going to go to there. Okay, one more time. Angle 2. Leg. Strike. Okay. Angle 12. So I'm just going to cover those 2 because you got everything on this side of the body that she's striking here. And she's striking across the body. And then she's going down low. Okay, on this side, same thing. She's got a high strike, medium strike, low strike. Then you got your stabs. You got a center to the heart, the other side, to your face, 2 stabs, and then 1 coming straight across. Okay, so you cover this one up here, you can deal with all those the same way. So we're going to cover angle 12. Angle 12, when she comes in, what you don't want to do is stay here. Okay. In reality, if I see somebody rearing up like this, coming back to strike, I want to come in on it. Okay. So if she strikes, I want to be right here on top of it. Or you want to be way over here, away from it. There's no in between. Okay. Because if you take this force here, that's at 100% capacity right there. It's going to be real hard for you to block this. Okay. So another thing what you got to do is get out of the way. Target your head. She comes here and I got to just move out the way. Okay. Combined with that, angle 12. Now I'm going to block it also. So come here. So I'll come here, I'll block it. I'm using 2 blocks, my stick and I'm using my forearm. So in case my stick fails, this is here also. Okay, so if I miss it with my stick, okay, I might get this broken or whatever, but it's not gonna break my skull. Okay, but in reality, with the movement, come here, step across, and then strike. And out of this, you can do all your basic strikes. These are your follow-through motions. Okay, all your seguidas. In Tagalog, it's called seguidas. That means follow-through strikes. Whatever you can use, whatever you want to use out of this. So if I'm using angle 12, I can come off side and use banda dos manos. One more time. Come here, use dos manos. Okay, so if I use angle 1, I can use also the same thing, dos manos. Okay, angle 2, same thing, dos manos. Okay, I can use on angle 12 abanico motions. Okay, again, abanico motions. Or say I want to do which is called a rodando. That is a hit. If she holds her stick out straight, okay, what you're doing is you're hitting the same target, pop, pop, 2 times. Okay, so if she was to give me angle 12, I would go 1, 2 twice. Okay, so move your hand when you come in. So I'll come out, boom, strike. Might go here, 1, 2. Okay, so those are using all your basic follow-through motions, your basic seguidas is what they're called. Okay, so those are against those few angles right there. So out of that, remember, this is long range. Come in. How to test your long range is we're far enough to where we can't really hit each other's hand. Okay, so that's pretty safe. So if she comes in with a strike, okay, I'm pretty safe. She can't hit my hand, I can't hit hers. Okay, so the next motion is we want to come in from long range to medium range. There's where it's dangerous. When you come in again, you got to make sure that you stop. This is the head of the snake. Okay, this is the fangs. You got to control the head. Okay, so not worried about this. I got to worry about this. Okay, so she comes in, I'll block. I'm checking the head automatically. Boom, I got to stop this. So I can come in and do my follow throughs. One more time, angle 1. Boom, strike. Angle 2. Remember, see, I'm stopping the head, push it, and do my strikes. Okay, angle 12. I'm either stopping or grabbing to do my follow through motions. Okay. Okay. So again, always remember, bring your stick forward. This is the fangs. This is what can do the damage. This is the head of the snake. This is what controls this. So what you got to do is stop this. Okay, check it. Okay, or trap it. Angle 1. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it to progress you forward. Do any damage for me. Once you control this can't hurt you. Okay. Same thing with a knife. If she had a knife, does angle 1. See, I gotta control his head. This is the dangerous part of the knife. Okay. So a lot of people pass these. It looks real pretty coming in, but in reality, she can still cut me. Okay. So when she comes in 1, you gotta grab me. 2 hands. Grab a hold of it. You can do your strike, trap, in this position. Okay. Angle 2. See, this is pretty when you can pass it. Okay. In reality, even with somebody who's not trained trying to cut you, you ever seen that? They'll do whatever. They're not trained for the angles. They don't care. They're just going to come and stab you wherever you can. So that's hard to stop. So when it comes angle 2, you got to stop. 2 hands control it. Okay. And I'm not worried about this right now. Okay, grab it. Now I can go toward her. Take it off. Okay. So angle 1, we're going to control. Two-handed grab. Angle 2, two-handed grab. Angle 3, step away, two-handed grab. 4, two-handed grab. The most dangerous, down the center. So you can't stay here. So she does. You can't do this. She's still coming through. She's still going to touch you. So what do you got to do? You got to step over. Okay. Again, from this is where you do your boom. Okay, that's when you can do your, if you have time to do that, but you got to secure that arm. So angle 1 again, grab. Angle 2, grab. Angle 3, grab. Angle 4, grab. Angle 5, okay, grab it. Okay, so this looks pretty. Angle 1, pass. Angle 2, pass. Angle 3, pass. In reality, if she really wanted to come in, go, keep going. Go fast. Go. Okay, I'm already cut up. Okay, so you got to remember, in philosophy in a knife fight, you're gonna get cut. I don't care how trained you are. Okay, you can easily cut yourself, or just comes in, doing some type of security, you can also cut yourself also. Okay, so you got to remember that. What you don't want to do is make sure you don't get cut in your vital areas. Okay, so again, in a knife situation, grab. And you can do your techniques. Okay. Angle 2, grab. Okay, remember it's movement. So you're moving with that knife. Okay, practice doing that. Got to practice reality. So again, coming in real hard, real fast. Okay, secure it. Secure that. Okay. Boom. Angle 2. See, I grabbed this, but I secured it. So I probably got cut. I grabbed it. Okay. Again, angle 2. Okay. So grab. Lock it in. Boom. Boom. Take down. Okay. In a knife situation, you want to try to grab it. If you want to do any type of strip, wait till you get that person on the ground. Wait till you subdue it. Then maybe you can strip it. Okay. Sometimes you get stripped by their own body or by your body. Okay. But you don't want to be passing and doing all that. It looks real pretty. You get taught that the first in the Philippine arts, but then you gotta progress and start grabbing. So practice and grabbing a two-handed grab on that. Sometimes they'll fake you. You grab and then you're cut. Okay, so practice that with your partner. Okay. All right. Now we're following up with the solo baston. Let's go over the 12 angles of attack. We're going to cover the different follow-through strikes, which is slash throughs. What ticks are hit and retracting motions. Banda is a slash on the same line. Abanicos is a fanny motion. So let's go over those right quick. Lop ticks. All the way through, stepping forward, stabbing, heart, other side of the chest, down to the knee, other side, face, and the top of the head. Okay. All right, so, and also practice that. You're doing a footwork. Also practice it stationary, fighting position. So just using your stick. And down, okay? So the next one we're gonna learn is ticks. So I'm only gonna show it in a fighting position. So hit and retract. Angle 1, hit, retract. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, same stab. Hit and retract. Hit and retract, stab, hit and retract. Next one is, let's do dos manos. It's called policing dos manos, 2 grip. And I'm going to do this stepping through. So we're going to be hitting with both ends of your stick. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go 5 here, 5. I like to stay on this side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is coming straight, the bridge of the nose. Okay? The next one is abanicos. So we're going to hit angle 1, back on the other side on a horizontal plane. Okay? Angle 2 first, back on the other side. Angle 3, back on the other side. Angle 4, back on the other side. All the stabs are the same. We're going to go from this position 8 back to this side. So remember, we're hitting the bottom of the leg, the knee, back on that same line. On the other side, stabs are the same. 12, I like to go here, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. The next one is redondo or doblete. So we're going to go doblete. It's going to be hit. You're going to come back on that same line, striking angle 1. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. All these are the same. 5 is when I go hit 5 here, it's going to go hit and then back. Back. Stabs the same. 12 and then back. Okay, hitting twice on the same plane. Okay, sunguetes. Sunguetes is a stabbing motion, cutting motion, and coming back out. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. Stabs are all the same. Down low, high, and on top. So on the top, stab, and then back. What we're doing is we're hitting and coming back out. Stabbing and coming back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right. So the next one is we're going to do doblete. Doblete is a strike. This is I only go cover on angle 12. Okay. So this is a motion going hit and retract. Okay, so I'm hitting once, hitting twice on the same plane. Okay, and you do that on all your angles of attack, if you like. Okay, you go 1 from this position sideways, 2, 3, 4, 5 stabs, and everything else is the same. Okay, another one also I like to show is your 12 angles attack with the butt of the weapon. Okay, you got the punta and the puño strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, using just the butt of the weapon. Puño. A while ago we did the punta. This is the puño. Okay. And again, from here you learn all your carenza. Carenza is like shadow boxing. You're a boxer doing all your stuff, showing all your weapons. And carenza, you have a solo baston. You're showing all your strikes and so forth. Technique against a step through right hand punch. right hand punch. This will be more of a fighting stance and straight through the cross. Elbow. Boom. And fighting stance. Okay. I'm coming in, checking the leg and striking. Okay. Hit, come, and throw. One more time to get faster. Okay. Next technique is against a jab and a cross. Go slow. One, boom, strike, kick, and punch. Check, check, strike, strike, and strike again. So I'm doing 3 vertical punches. So again, boom, as I check the leg. So I go, boom, and I'm going to do kick and strike again. One more time. Boom, boom, and punch. Okay. Next technique, this will be, again, a fighting stance. This will become another jab cross, check, coming on the outside, elbow, take down, break. Boom, 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 break. Next technique, against a two-handed grab. Okay, pop, elbow. From this position, we're going to do trap the foot and strike. Punch, grab, pop, pop, elbow, boom, punch, boom, boom. Now this strike up here is a strike. Okay. So there's a grab, immediately, boom, pop, elbow. I'm going to do another strike here. This is against a left punch. And come here. Elbow from this position. And strike. Knee. Boom. And this is an into armbar position. So as you come back behind, make sure you check the leg. Boom. Come here. Knee. From here. This way. Knee. Gets a hair grab. I don't have no hair here. But if you had hair or whatever, from here you can use this. Step back. Okay. Up. In this position. Hitting underneath the armpit. Hit. Lift. This is a going across. Raking. Head goes down. Lift up. Step behind. Boom. Back. Okay, from this position, I'm going to check, hit, come across. From here, I want to make sure that I do a double check. You do hammer fist here, hit, I'm hitting, boom, come across, boom again. Do as many as you want. Knee strike to the shoulder, and take it. Okay, here, hit, 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 hit. This is a takedown. One over here. And okay, from here. All right, so punches coming in. Double hand swords, wrist striking to the wrist and the bicep, hand sword, palm heel. Brings the hand. It brings the face down. I'm gonna come with another hand sword. I'm gonna do a knee to a strike. And a little bit faster. And from this position, when it goes down, I'm gonna do a knee strike. Next one is against the grab. Okay, so step back and break from this position. Come up, hit, boom, strike. As I come from this position, come back and sack. So again, grab, break, hit, hit, hit. From this position, what I want to go here is boom, trap, hit, and back, or grab, break, boom, strike. From this position, I want to step back into here, hit, and kick, and back. One time. From here, boom, and okay, awesome, guys. It's a little flavor. The style that I teach, again, it's progressed into a system that comes from our knees, comes from Kempo, a little bit of Taekwondo, everything together. When you see the full contact kickboxing, so we do more of the Muay style type and everything. So it's all combined and all together. Forças the system. Modo mío. Thanks, guys.
Hey ninjas, thank you so much for supporting this channel. It means a lot to me. And a lot of you guys have been here for a long time. And for that, I'm super appreciative. But I have some exciting news. I now have memberships on this channel, which means I can bring you guys exclusive behind the scenes footage, first looks at my new fight scenes, my new short films, also exclusive emojis and wallpapers. But the very best part about these memberships is that I'm gonna bring you guys tutorials, something that you guys have been asking for a long time. So these memberships, this is where you're gonna find the lessons that you're looking for, arnis, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, boxing, American Kempo karate, everything that I know, I'm gonna bring it to these memberships. Also, we'll have the help from my dad or my brother sometimes, but you're gonna get those lessons that you're looking for. And I'm gonna run this like a belt system. So we're gonna go white, yellow, blue, brown, and black. Now, of course, these aren't all the belts, but I'm gonna treat it that way. At white, it's gonna start with the most basic of your lessons. So we have our kicks, our punches, and then of course, black is going to be the most advanced techniques. So if you've been looking for tutorial videos, memberships are where you're gonna find them. Thank you guys for your support, and make sure you check out my memberships.